head toward Bozeman. Which I've never been to. So we'll see. Bozeman, Montana. Beware caution, roaming bison. So I guess they don't stay in the park. Gallatin National Forest. So we'll see. I don't know. Roaming bison. So they've got Big Sky is 48 miles, Enos 71, and Bozeman, I thought it said 80 something. So Montana, is this called Big Sky Country? I think that's what they call Montana. But we're just going to take a ride down here, look-see. So this is new territory for me as well. I've been, mostly like California, a lot of time in California, Seattle, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, New Mexico. Those have been my primary areas in that kind of a section of the country. So this is new for me, Montana. So we might as well just go up this road and take a look and see. Why not? I don't have anywhere I have to be. I don't have a doctor's appointment. Thank God. They have a two-man bicycle there. That's a way to go. Two-man power. So it looks like they have a lot of campgrounds out here. This is the second one I'm passing already, campground areas. Just feels out here spacious. Even though you have, all the trees and everything out here, it still feels spacious because it's not a lot of cities on top of each other, is what it feels like. A lot of people, I don't know, they must be having some special event. There's a lot of bicyclists here. I admire people that can do that. I see them riding up in those mountains. I don't know how they can do it. I could barely ride around the block before getting winded. How they can go up these steep mountainous things on these bikes. More power to them. Now the thing I would worry about on being on a bike is being, dogs that are wanting to chase and bite and that type of thing. Wild animals and stuff that are out there. I think that would be my biggest concern with doing, long distance biking. There's another two-person bike. Now you don't see that very often. didn't know that Yellowstone was the very first national park. So that was interesting to find out. I did get a book, and it's about all the deaths that happened in Yellowstone Park. There were quite a few. I couldn't believe how many. Well, this park has been open since, what, the 1800s? But a lot of people, children and everything, fell in those hot pots. You know, that beautiful hot pot that I put in there? And most of them did not survive it, falling into those cauldrons. I mean, it's boiling water. One guy went up there with a friend of his, and the friend opened the door, and his dog ran out and jumped in one of those hot pots, and the guy went after it, and everybody's telling him, don't go in there, don't go in there. He dove in. What do you mean don't go in there? He dove in. They pulled him out. He was blind, and I mean, all of his skin was just falling off, and he died the next day. And there have been a lot of children that have fallen in, you know, that they lost children in there, and just quite a few people fall in those cauldrons. You know, they think they can walk on some of that area there, but it's unstable, and underneath of it, they have that, you know, it's just steaming hot. So that's the part I was reading last night in there. Now they have all kind of deaths in there, you know, from bear attacks, buffalo attacks, lightning storms, accidents, falling rocks. They cover all of it. It's a huge, thick book. The one thing they don't cover is how many accidents, people going off on in their cars, you know, because there's just so many of them that they didn't cover that. But man, they did cover a whole lot of other things in there. It's unbelievable that people don't take more care and caution when they're in that park. Now today, like I said, when I was driving through that last park this morning, man, there were tons of fissures out there. I forget how many they said, over 200 or something like that. Maybe it was more than that, but I know that was said at least 200 of those fissures, openings in the opening of the ground there, with that steam just coming out. Now you know how bad steam is. You've opened a pot that you shouldn't have too quickly and got burned, scalded. Imagine falling into that. And some of them died from the gases from those things as well. The gas comes up out of that can be toxic. And some of it just smells like sulfur. So not a pleasant odor with those that are coming up. of trees on there. Now, you know, one thing that gets me, the Bigfoot, they're purported to be 7-8 foot tall. Now, I'm not really one that wants to go looking for Bigfoot. As I understand, they're odorous, shall we say. Very foul smelling. So yeah, I'm not really wanting to run into a Bigfoot. Now I know they exist, you know, I am not questioning that in the least. I know they're out there, and but it's amazing they can live amongst these trees that are so close together. You know, going through there, look at how close those trees are together, and then just trying to live in that environment. How do they live? Are they living in caves? What are, you know, what's their diet? What are they eating? Are they meat eaters? Are they not? I think it's kind of interesting. And where did they come from? I'd rather run into aliens than I would Bigfoot. Just saying. Except for, you know, people losing their lives in Yellowstone. What gets me is the way that people want to go up to these animals, bison or bear, whatever, and think they can take. These are not fluffy animals, okay? These are wild animals. It just is amazing how ignorant some people are when it comes to being out there and thinking that it's a resort area and it's, you know, no harm, no foul. Well, there's a lot of dangerous things there. And they need to use more wisdom, more caution than they do. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and put on a little of my music. This is from my CD, Mysteries Shared. I hope you enjoy it.